Good morning, everybody. Gonna be out here trying to catch some trouts and red today. New spot today. Never been here before, so don't really know how it's gonna pan out. It's been raining a lot lately, so I don't know how bad the water's messed up out here. Some canals and some little creeks to fish, so gonna see how it pans out, and hopefully we catch a few fish today. So stay tuned for the action. It's a beautiful morning with the fog. It's nice and fairly quiet out here, other than the seagulls. Calm. There's a little bit of a breeze, and the wind's supposed to pick up from the south a little bit later on this morning, but this body of water is fairly protected, so it shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, it's a nice drop off from lunch, so it seems like it's going to be a decent depth to this body of water. Just tossing around these docks, see if I can find a redfish or trout around them. So one thing I didn't check whenever I was coming out here was the tides, just seeing what I was going to be dealing with, and I just checked it, and it's going to be bottoming out here in a couple of hours, so might still have a good little bite here for the next hour or so while it's still falling, but I'm not seeing much water movement. Haven't really seen many mullet or much other life, so expectations were already low, but still not really getting any higher. Got over here to these canals and seeing if there may be some fish stacked up in them, but with this tide low, it may have them pushed out a little bit. I'll slowly fish my way into them, see if they may be hanging out around the mouths of the canals. And the wind's already picked up a lot more than was expecting it to this early, and the direction's pretty much coming out of the due east almost. There's forecast to be like southeast, so it's pushing straight down this little bayou, the main body of water. Luckily I'm fishing into it, and I'll have the wind at my back on the way back to the launch. Alright, so as usual, throwing my go-to bait for the winter time, which is Overcast Lures Hyper Minnow. Can't remember the color this is called, but more of a natural mullet color. Fishing darker water, fishing a darker day, just trying to match the hatch just a little bit. Coming in this little canal, and there's actually a bunch of pelicans ahead. Looks like they're just dive bombing some bait back in here, so that's actually a good sign. Maybe there's going to be some other fish attacking it. If I can get back here, just ease in, try not to spook anything too much. I am seeing some ripples on the top too. Looks like maybe a small school of mullet right here. So maybe I've got some fish stacked in here. Starting to get pretty shallow. Oh, got something pull right there. I don't know if that may have been a mullet just running into the line, or if a fish actually picked up the lure. Just gonna ease back just a little bit. Nope, there's fish hitting it. Nope, that was a snag. So I do see a lot of structure in the water, and so it's getting fairly shallow right through here, so it may get a little hard to fish. So if anybody watching these videos, if you happen to follow my Instagram, you might have seen that I actually got on to Overcast Lures Pro Staff now, so definitely see a lot more of them in my videos now. Yeah, it's just a branch or something. I was already using their lures anyway. Great company. Zach, the owner, he's a great guy. He's building a great business based out of Louisiana, and he makes some awesome lures and they work very well. So if you're interested in buying any of his lures, go check his website out. It's overcastlureco.com, and he's got a bunch of great products on there. All right, finally got a fish on. Just working it back through that area. Oh, nice little red. Feeling that may have been what it was. He's gonna be too short, but first fish of the morning, so I'll take it. Try to get situated here so I don't run into anything. And look how dark he is. It's a nice little red. All right, there we go, first fish of the day. Couple of spots on that side. You can tell he's in darker water because he's a lot darker fish than some of the others I've caught before. Hooked real well. Pliers out on this one. Oh no. Alright, so there we go. First fish. Alright, let him go. Nice little kickoff. Alright, let's see what else we can find in here now. Kept getting a few taps through there. Also paired with this hyper minnow, I have his XRS 16th ounce jig heads that he carries, so I'm able to really kind of bump this along the bottom real slow because this water's still fairly cool. Still fishing a wintertime pattern. And you can tell this canal probably hasn't been cleaned out since Hurricane Sally. There's a bunch of limbs and stuff in the bottom of it that I keep snagging on to, which making it a little bit more difficult. See, this is what I mean. There's a bunch of crap down on the bottom of this canal. Keep snagging on. It's definitely a lot of debris left from Sally in here. But I do keep getting a couple of hits, so it's definitely worth fishing. Alright, so I moved out of the canals, moved further back here in the bayou to the head of it where we've got a little creek coming out. Some little bends and stuff in here, little drop-offs. This water's just still kind of shallow right now. And not really seeing many signs much life. Seen some small little mullet and stuff along the marsh grass. Tried throwing a crankbait a little bit with no success. I was hoping there'd be some redfish mixed in, and would hope they would attack the crankbait, but nothing yet. It's a tough day, but I think it's just this tide bottoming out and all this rain we've had the past few days have kind of slowed things down just a little bit. But got that one little rat red so far still, so didn't get completely skunked so far today. Still trying to find out where these fish are at today. Finally got a bite and a hit back here in this creek, and it looks like it actually might be a trout. Decent trout. And it thumped it on the fall and just hammered it. Yeah. a pretty trout. There we go. All right. So I'm hoping there may be some more stacked back in here. It's a decent trout, probably going to be about 15, 16 inches. It's a good sign. Of course, the deep little pocket here in this bend. And once again, the Overcast Lures Hyper Minnow. Which seems to be doing the trick here lately. About the only thing I've been catching fish on. So let's see if we can find some more through here. Starting to make my way back towards the launch. Sun's finally peeking out. A little bit of fog burned off, and supposed to be some thunderstorms later on today, but it looks like they're going to stay to the north for right now. So I'm just going to kind of work this marsh grass line on the way back to the launch, see if I can't maybe pick up another red or something. The wind's kind of pushing against it, so hopefully it'll push some bait up against here, and maybe a redfish will be sitting in here. But we'll see. It's been a slow morning, but kind of to be expected with low tide. All right, well, that's going to wrap it up for the day. Back here at the launch, getting ready to leave now, and got 2 fish, so not bad. Didn't end up not catching anything, so not a bad day. Just really slow. I think with the tide being low, plus all this rain that we've had the past few days has just really slowed things down. Would have fished probably an incoming tide later on this afternoon. May have actually picked up, but never will know. So thank you guys for watching. Please hit that subscribe button and hit the like button too while you're here. Help me build up my channel. Thank you guys. Keep on watching the videos. I'll see you next time.